knowledge of pressure into Pascal's principle. We'll understand how principle can help us in our daily lives and do a couple of practice problems. So Pascal's principle is simply a pressure that's applied to a fluid in a container. We know it's equal in all directions as per the previous video. If you push one side down, it means the other side will have to push up. That basically means we can play around with the force and the area in order for us to lift up something bigger and heavier. You can lift up a whole car just by using our hand, by pulling this jack down, using this idea, Pascal's principle. So that's a practical application of this. So with a hydraulic press, because of that, you can do things like this. You can crush this little guy over here, very nice. You can even crush a very hard tennis ball, very good. Even a tin can, that's not too hard to crush anyway. But you get the idea. So, if you know that pressure is force over area, we have it on one side. Well, there are two sides, pressure is force over area. Changing the area or changing the force, you can make them equal each other. If you have a bigger area, you'll need less force, small force, big area. Here's a good way to show. So when you push one side down, this is going to go all the way down, this is going to come out, right? That'll push all that way down. So you've got that red little gap there. It's equal to the same volume as this gap. They are the same. So that's why you can say they are equal to each other, which makes life easy for us. And an example, a small piston has an area of 0.5 meters squared. There's a car of a weight of 12,000 newtons on the big piston. It's already in newtons for us. Otherwise we'd have to do W equals mg if it was a mass. But it's newtons, it's fine. It has an area of 10 meters squared. How much force do we need to lift the car? So we can use our formula. P is F over A. And calculator. Oh God. Okay. So we can do the formula. F on one side over A equals F on the other side equals A. So we've got this one could be number one, this side could be number two. Alright. So we're trying to find this force here. So F is what we're trying to find. And I know the area because it's a small piston, F1, area 1, it will be 0.5 meters squared. F2 is the 12,000, 1, 2, 3, divide that by that area, which we have, 10 meters squared, 10 meters squared. Cross multiply, shift solve, do whatever you want in your calculator, and you get the answer for F1. I'm just going to take that to the side. I'll multiply both sides by 0.5 to get the answer. 12,000, that's a 0 by the way, 1, 2, 3, divided by 10 becomes 1,200, multiplied by 0.5, a half of that would be 600, but knowing me, I better check my numbers. Divided by 10, multiplied by 5, yes, 600. Somehow I was correct. There you go, 600 newtons. Done. Here's another example, similar idea. So in hydraulic lift, 600 Newton force exerted on this area, so this force and area is together, so it can support a weight on the other side. The area of that other piston is 20 meters. Find the pressure on the small piston. Okay, so just to find the pressure on the small piston, we'll just go back to the usual formula, P is F over A. To find that, we will just do F over A. What am I going to do? I'm going to do 600. I'm going to divide that by my area of 2, which is 300. 300. And this is pressure, so I will say Pascals. Part B, it says find the weight that the big pressure can lift. So the big piston, can lift. So there's the pressure. We can use the formula again just to keep it simple, not P. We'll use F over A equals F over A. And let's do that then. So we've done the first part already, but I'm going to write it out like this. 600 over 2 equals, and I'm trying to find the weight that this can lift. The weight is in newtons. That'll be F2 over my new area, which we know is 20 meters squared. Again, cross multiply, do what you need to do, you'll get F2. I'm just going to do 600 divided by 2, and then I'm going to multiply by 20, because I need to multiply both sides by 20 to get this over here. So I'll multiply that by 20, and of course you will get your answer of 6,000 newtons. 6,000 newtons. And if I wanted this to be in a mass, I can divide by gravity. If I ask, I didn't ask, but let's say I did say, find out the, that's supposed to be a C. Find out the, what am I asking for? Find out the mass. What is the mass? So then you will just do mass is the weight divided by gravity. W equals mg. Weight over gravity, 6,000. 1, 2, 3. Now divide that by 9.8. And you will get your answer. So if I divide that by 9.8, I will get 612. 612.2. So keep it at 612. And this is mass now. Kilograms.